Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris here at Randy Kill Honda in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Let me be one of the first ones to congratulate you on your brand new Honda Civic Sport. I'm going to show you guys how to customize all of your vehicle settings so you can set things up the way you want. So when you drive off the lot, you are set for success. All you have to do is show it off and brag about your new car. So let's get going. All right, so here we are right inside your brand new Honda Civic. Let's talk about the controls you're going to use throughout the video. Over here on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, you get a little wheel action that you can scroll up and down to select items throughout the menu. You're just going to push that right in like it's a button. Now, we're going to come over here to the left-hand side of the driver's interface screen. We're going to scroll down to vehicle settings, and we're going to push in that wheel. Then we're going to scroll down to your first group or option. First one's going to be your tire pressure monitoring system calibration. You do have a indirect tire pressure monitoring system. So that means it will not show you the tire pressure per tire. Okay, it doesn't have any kind of visuals right up there for you. It's just going to have a light that will come on when there's a huge difference between tire pressure, or if it's time to go out there and double check it. Okay. Now, to reset that light, once it's on and you make sure everything was good or corrected, you just come down to tire pressure calibration. Then you can scroll down to calibrate, and then it's done. Takes you back from setup to the next group menu. So now we're going to scroll down from tire pressure to driver's assist system setup. So this is where you're going to customize all of your Honda sensing features. You know, do you want all the beeps, none of the beeps, sensitivity, stuff like that. So we're going to push in the wheel to select that group. Now we're going to look throughout the menu. It's going to be your forward collision warning distance. So let's imagine you're driving down the road and a car's frame is going a little slower, and the car is going to sense that you're going to hit that car there. So it's going to warn you right up here like, hey, brake. If you don't brake, it's going to apply onto the brakes and try to stop you for you. That's the setting we're talking about right now, okay? So do you want it to warn you at a shorter, longer distance from there? So I'm going to keep this on normal. You can see normal is selected because it's highlighted blue. So I'm going to push in the wheel to select normal. Then it's going to take you back from setup and put you right back at the menu. We're going to go down to the next option. Next one's going to be your ACC, forward vehicle detection beep. ACC stands for your adaptive cruise control, forward vehicle detection beep. So with your adaptive cruise, as you know, you need to have it enabled. You select this button. It's available. You can use it because it has a picture of a car with a speedometer and an arrow in place, so it's available. So let's say, imagine you got your distance set, right? You're driving down the road, you're going 35 miles an hour, and a car in front of you is maybe going 30. So it finds a car in range, right? Now once it finds a car in range, it will give you a visual to let you know, but the question is, do you want it to beep at you? Oh, beep, slowing down because I found a car. And once the car gets out of the way and you start to speed up, it beeps at you to let you know, hey, I'm speeding up because the car is out of range. All right, so hopefully I explained that pretty well. I got a little distracted here on the side. So that's on or off. A lot of this stuff I'm going to just turn on, so when people take these out for a test drive, they can experience it for themselves and create their own opinions. And that's a great thing about this video. If you have everything enabled, you guys are welcome to come back and change things as you see fit if you want to, okay? Now the third option is going to be a road departure mitigation. So you can change the sensitivity of this when it senses that you go off or out of your lane, off the road and out of the lane. You have narrow, normal, wide, and warning only. So once again, I'm going to keep this on normal. Takes you back from setup menu to your menu. We're going to go down to the next one. Is your lane keeping assist suspense beep. So this is with your traffic jam and your lane keep assist, so your city and highway driving. It's available when it's actively working. It's going to turn green to let you know. So you're driving down the road, you grab your lane a little bit. Do you want it to do a beep, 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 beep and bring you back? Or do you want it to be quiet and just nudges you and brings you back in the center of your lane? This is the option that we're talking about. Do you want the beep or not the beep? It's off right now, but I'm going to turn this on so we can create some opinions later on. Let us know down below in the comments, guys, throughout this, you know, what settings drives you the craziest, you know, that you don't like, or which ones you absolutely love, and why do you have it on or off? I'd love to hear feedback. Next one's going to be a blind spot information. So with your blind spot, it's going to be this little indicator on the mirror right over there. When the car is in your blind spot, when you're going at a certain speed, that will light up. Then when you have your turning indicator on while someone's in your blind spot, it's going to flash and beep at you. I actually have a video showing you that in action too as well. So if you want some visuals on that, you can see that. Now, most people just keep it on audible and visual alert, kind of just what I just shared with you. But sometimes you get someone who's like, no, I just want a visual, I just want it to flash, I don't want it to beep at me too as well. And that's all right. That's a great thing about Honda. Good job, Honda, allowing people to customize if they want all the beeps, none of the beeps. Because I get it. Sometimes there are some people that just like, hey, I can drive a car. I don't need the car to make any additional noises to distract me. All right, so let's go back past blind spot. We got your traffic sign. So pretty much it finds the speed limit sign by this front facing camera that's right up here that finds the lines on the roads and other things, and finds the speed limit sign and throws it right up there. So that's kind of nice to have that convenience. I'm going to keep that on. Now we have the next one's going to warn you when you're going past the speed limit. Okay, how this works is pretty much that front camera finds the speed limit sign, so that's how it knows the speed limit. And then when you're going past that speed limit, do you want it to warn you? I know everyone's first instinct is to say, hey, let's turn this off, I don't want it on, and that's fine, you can. But let's say if I do turn this on, you do have a next follow-up setting. All right, so we're going to go down to the next follow-up setting. You have a threshold. That means, do you want it to warn you at the speed limit of 40 miles an hour, maybe 3, 5, or 10 above? You guys pick what you want. I won't look, and I won't tell. Now we have your driver's attention monitor system right here. Pretty much the car knows the difference between the wind blowing you around or you doing a really bad job at driving, that you should probably pull over and take a break, you know, drink some coffee, take a nap, get off the road a little bit and rest. A lot of people will put it on the top one right up here because you probably want the car to do everything in its power to alert you for safety, to encourage you to pull over. And there we go. Now that's everything underneath that menu. So we're going to back up to the groups. So we're already done that one, done all the safety features. Next one's going to be a meter setup. Language, pretty nice and easy. You got some options right here. For the sake of keeping this video going on, we're going to keep it on English. Outside temperature, you can see right now it's 53 degrees outside. You can fine tune this if you want to within a 5-degree swing, up or down. But I'm going to keep it on the default, so we're going to back up. You got your trip A and trip B settings. So this is going to be the same thing. You can choose when or how they reset. So you can have this reset every time you fully refuel, or when you turn off the car, or just whenever you do it yourself. Now, I believe I show you how to reset your trip A and trip B on my walk around video. I kind of go over all the cool standard features and functions and the driver's interface screen, how things work out. Then I also have a tips and trick video that shows you cool hidden features and functions. So definitely after this video, guys, go check that out, okay? Now you have the same thing for trip B. All right, so you got your adjusted alarm volume. This is like your turning indicators, your buzzers and warnings, stuff like that. A lot of people just keep this on medium. You get your fuel efficiency backlight. So this is pretty cool. It's just a visual coach. So as you're driving down the road and you're being fuel efficient, you're gonna get a nice little green bar right up here to let you know, good job, you're being fuel efficient. If you turn this off, you just won't have that backlight up there. Okay, so it's just a visual coaching. Rear seat reminder, simply on or off. So let's imagine if I have the kiddos with me and someone gets in the back seat, right? And I shop the car, and when I shop the car, it's going to tell me to double check the rear seat pretty much. So every time that back door opens up while you're starting up the vehicle, or after you start up the vehicle, it's going to tell you to double check your back seat. So yeah, we'll keep that on. Why not? Speed and distance, if you want to go from miles per hour to kilometers, you can. But we're going to keep it in miles just because here we are in Iowa. So now we're going to have the option right here for your tachometer. You can turn this on or off. So right now it's on. But if you turn this off and I fully back out, you can see the tachometer right up around this. It's no longer there, cleans it up. Now if you like to have that on there, let's go turn it on, give you a little visual. It's on. There we are. So now no matter what I select, that's always going to be up there. Fuel and range. Now this is going to be where you can see we can reset your trip A and trip B. Once you get a fuel and range, you just push in the wheel and you hit reset. We're going to go back to vehicle settings. Now that was everything underneath meter setup. We go to keyless access setup, door unlock mode. So this is when you have your key fob with you, with your smart entry system. You walk up to the door with your key fob in your pocket, your purse, your jacket, put your hand in the handle. Do you want only the driver's side door to unlock, or do you want all doors to unlock? There's no right or wrong answer. It really just comes down to your lifestyle and who's going to be with you, what kind of driving do you do, you know. So now we have your keyless access light flash. So simply when you just have the doors unlock, you probably want the lights to flash to let you know when they lock and unlock, stuff like that. Oops, I hit the home button, fully backed out. Now when you hit lock and unlock, right, like you double tap lock to make sure the car's all locked up, you probably want the car to beep at you to let you know, hey, beep, I'm all locked up. You turn that on or off. Also makes it a little easier to find your car in the parking lot. Remote start, do you want this on or off? Do you want it available at all times, or do you just want to turn it off and it's no longer available until you come back in here and turn it back on? All right, that's everything underneath that option. We're going to go down to the next group. It's going to be light setup. You get your auto high beams on or off. Pretty much when you're driving down the highway at nighttime, there's no oncoming traffic, no lights above, boom, the auto high beams will come on as long as your headlights are set to auto, as you can see they are right now. Your interior dimming time lights. So let's imagine you just arrive home, you shut the car, you shut the door, an X amount of time. When do you want your lights to turn off on the inside? We're talking about like your dome lights right up here. Now, if your lights are not coming on or off, it's because you probably have to switch off right here. Maybe they're on all the time because you put the switch right there. So most of the time, you probably want to keep this in the center. And how soon do you want your lights to come on? Oh, sorry, off. I said on, I meant off. Headlight auto off timer. So once again, you pull up maybe to work late at night or home late at night. You get out of the car, it's not a well-lit area, it's hard to see. It's not a well-lit area, as I just said. How soon do you want your headlights to turn off when you shut off the car and you shut the door? You want it off right away? You want 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or 60 seconds? 15 is great for me because I pull it in the garage, and then there we go. Auto light sensitivity. So we got the headlights set to auto. How soon do you want these bad boys to come on between your day and nighttime levels? Most of the time, people just keep this on mid. They don't play around with this too much. All right, so we have an auto headlight on with wiper on. So you're driving down the road right now today, the sun's out, stuff like that. Your headlights set to auto, there's an overcast, and all of a sudden it starts to rain. So you turn on your wipers. Along if your headlights are set to auto, your headlights will automatically come on. So you don't have to turn those on and your wipers at the same time. Then when you turn off your wipers, and if it's like it is now, your headlights will go back to off and just keeps on your daytime running lights. So that's just going to be an on or off option. We have door setup, auto door lock. I just got into the car, about to drive away. How soon do you want your doors to lock? You want your doors, all of your doors to lock with speed. When I shift from park to like drive or reverse, boom, doors locked. Or have it off and just whenever I hit the darn button, lock. Auto door unlock. How soon do you want your doors to unlock? So I just arrived here at work and I want my doors to unlock as soon as I open up my driver's side door. So that's going to be great. So let's imagine if I'm out there and about, I got the kiddos here in the back, all right? My wife's right up here with me and I open up the door, then boom, all the doors automatically lock. They cannot get out over there in the back. But let's say if my wife opens up the door over here, she just yanks on the handle, opens up the door, then all doors will unlock. So someone up front has to open up a door so the kiddos or whoever's back there, they can get out. The troublemakers. Or the second option is when you put the car into park. So this would be great if you're out there, you haul the family around all the time. And as soon as you arrive there, you put it in the park, you're like, all right, get out of here, you young whippersnappers. They just can run out and run wild. Or when you shut off the car. Me, personally, I like the first one just because if I'm somewhere new with friends and family or just by myself, I can turn off the car, I can have the car in park, I can have everything going, whatever's going on. I can mind my surroundings of what's around me. All right, I feel comfortable, I'm safe. Boom, open up the door, the car unlocks from that point, okay? Everything stays locked until I open up the door. I spent a little extra time with that one, didn't I? Now we're gonna have your walk away auto lock feature. It's off, we're gonna turn this on, so when I'm done with this video, I turn off the car, I got the key fob with me in my pocket, I walk away, get 10 feet away, no key left in the car, boom, it locks all the doors. So when I'm inside, I don't have to say, hey, did I lock the doors or did I not? I can just say, yeah, they're locked. So that's gonna be nice. One less thing to remember. Keyless lock answer back. Yeah, you probably wanted to let you know when it's all locked up. When you hit lock on the key fob. Oops, I hit the home button. So you avoid using this button right here until the very end, because when you select this, it takes you all the way back out. And then you have to go right back in there. Yeah, we'll keep that on. All right, and we're going to scroll down from that menu. So you get your power window control for the keyless. So this is when you use your key fob, and you have your key fob with you in your hand. You hit and hold, you double tap, unlock, and hold it down, right? As you're holding down unlock, after double tapping it, it will crack down your windows. The longer you hold it, it will actually roll down your windows. I talk about this in my tips and trick video. This is where you can turn that off. So if you accidentally double tap and hold unlock for a split second and you walk away, your windows are cracked, right? And if it rains, snow, stuff like that, you got stuff in your car. So we're going to keep that on right now so we can talk about it to the next customers. If they like it, they can practice it and see. Sometimes there's usually a delay though when you actually roll down the windows. So it doesn't happen that often, but if you're not aware of that feature, it can happen. We have your lockout prevention. So this is great, so you cannot accidentally lock your keys in the car. Now, I've also seen and witnessed this too as well. Maybe you get your key fob stuck in your purse down below. Like my wife, she has a giant purse. It's like a body bag. You know, we got 3 kids. She has all kinds of stuff in there because of the kiddos. You know what I mean? But anyways, the key is buried in that purse. So when she gets out of the car, she shuts the door. The car is in panic mode because it can't find the key fob. It's sending out the radio wave, you know. It's like, where is it? Do you have it? It was here. It's no longer here. Is it in the car? So it makes a funny noise, like a do-do-do-do-do-do noise to let you know, hey, I don't know where the key's at. Should I lock? Should I not? All right. So that's part of this setting too as well. Now, we'll keep it on because I don't like to accidentally lock my keys in the car. But you can turn that off too as well. Next one's going to be your preset lock. So this would be nice to have on my 2011 Accord, you know, with those older cars, when you have your key and you hit the lock button while someone has a door open up and it won't lock until all the doors are shut. You know what I mean? So let's imagine I get out of the car, I got all my stuff. There's always that one kid, my youngest, Cameron. I love him to death, but he's slow. You know, he's 8 years old. So we'll have his door open. He's like, Dad, look at me throwing my shoes at my sister or something, you know. And here I'm trying to hit the lock button. I'm like, all right, get out. We got to lock the doors. So I can actually grab my key fob out of the pocket, and then I can just lock up the car. So that's going to be nice. I actually hit the lock button on the key fob, and it presets that lock. Sorry, I'm trying to dig out the key fob here. All right, so there we go. So we got the key fob here. I'm out of the car. I hit the lock button. So it presets the lock. So as soon as that last door is shut, boom, all the doors automatically lock. So that's going to be a great feature to have. So we're going to turn that on. Now that's everything underneath that setting. So now the next one's going to be anything regarding maintenance. I believe is where we're at. Yep, reset and maintenance, like maintenance reminders, oil changes, other stuff. You can come right up here, you can reset those individually or all of them at the same time. All right, so there's my vehicle settings videos. Hopefully that can help you guys out a little bit, set things up the way you want it. Any questions, drop them down below. Once again, I encourage you to check out my tips and trick video and my walk around video too from that point, so you guys all set for success, okay? Well, congratulations, and we'll see you at the next video. Bye-bye.